Nobody does it better. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jay King is here for the final show of the decade. Jay, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, and that makes me feel very old, Adam. So thank you very much. Now I'm going to be insecure for the entire show.
But you get younger with every show. Your jewelry is ageless, and Jay, honestly, I can't believe that this is it for you for 2019. You guys, with HSN, you've put together a monster show tonight.
You know what's always fun is we've saved some of the best goodies and the best deals for just you and me. So I don't know if it's me or if it's you got connections. Somebody's got some connections.
I think it's our producer, Rick. He's the guy. He's the guy. It's nothing to do with me. He's taking all the good. There he is. There you hear that? That's the real boss.
It's a boy. It's a boy. It's like the Wizard of Oz or somebody else. It's that voice that comes out.
Talking down from above. Well, we're going to get things started with a bang, but I promise you this. There are things in the next 2 hours you will not want to miss for the final show of the decade. Let's have some fun. 5 products, 5 minutes, 5 in 5, go. Take it to the... Strictly limited, as you know by now, with 5 products in 5 minutes. The prices are sliced down, the final few of everything. Let's start off with Kunzite, a beautiful stretch bead bracelet and or a pair of earrings. The earrings are just $27 and change, and the bracelet is only $38. Jay, first thing I noticed, that beautiful color.
This is amazing, you know, and this material, normally when you see it, you only see it in 14 karat, 18 karat, 22 karat gold. It's extremely, extremely rare. Do you ever see it in beads? Normally you see little touches like in the earrings, but it would be in gold and it would not be this price guaranteed you. And even these prices, just so everybody knows, these are, because we just have just a little bit of a quantity, you couldn't build them as the manufacturer and actually be able to buy the material, do the labor, do everything you need, and be able to sell it for that price. I always call these, when they say clearance, it's just because we don't have enough to air. So, I mean, you would never, I would never, even if they begged me to bring them back, I could never even come close to these prices.
Guys, we have about 70 left in each option. If you've been treating yourself with some of Jay's beautiful jewelry in the past couple of days, don't miss out on some of these offers. That's our first collection. Let's go to round 2, as it were. One of Jay's signatures, there's no doubt it's turquoise. And Jay, the reviews are in. Perfect across the board. And that was at the regular pricing. This necklace is now only $99 and the earrings $44 and change.
Okay, and think about how crazy this is. Here again, this is Azure Peaks. It's a Mongolian turquoise, but this is some of the highest grade of the material that comes out of this. This almost looks like they've treated it or something. I guarantee you they haven't, because we're the ones that are cutting it from the rough. And this is a mine that I get from, that we only take the high end, what they call the mine select. We don't take any of the mine run. And you would not, here again, this just, you know, because of how many we have left, you literally could not buy the rough material. The rough material is probably worth more than what they're selling the entire design for.
Never a truer word spoken, but you know that. That's why you shop with Jay every single time. Amazing values, but the quality is what it really boils down to. We've got to talk about this piece. This is round 3 of our 5 in 5. Let's take beautiful amber, let's take turquoise, and let's marry them together. Jay, I recognize this piece. I'm familiar with this piece. I'm not familiar with the pricing of $89 for it.
Well, you know, I always call this stupid price or insane price. You know, the one thing I always try to tell people, and keep this in mind, please, that, you know, this is the real deal. So you've got real amber here. This is an ombre effect, so it goes from light to dark. And then you've got that beautiful, beautiful high blue turquoise, all custom cut beads, all done from the natural rough materials, all by hand. There is no way in heck that I could ever do this. So don't think this is a real price. You know what these are, really, anytime you have these 5 in 5s, these are is a gift to you. It truly is a gift.
We're gonna cure those post-Christmas blues, right?
Well, look at the size of this. I mean,
big.
It's humongous. Yeah, you couldn't even touch that for that price, though.
Okay, stay in the ordering process. There's about 60 left there. The first 2 are nearly sold out. Let's go to our next one. Continuing with that theme, this time a double strand necklace. Folks, this is $59.95. I wish I had 10,000 of these. Sadly, there's about 150 to go around. Jay, just an easy yes.
Yes, the same thing on this. Okay, number one, look at the color grade of this turquoise. Look at this, and this is all the natural color. That means that it hasn't been enhanced. There's been nothing done to actually change this. And so, do we have them in all three?
We've got all three colors.
And here's what's so crazy about this turquoise, too. This is Cloudy Mountain turquoise. Okay, you can't even get that. I have an exclusive on that material, and that we are out of it. I couldn't even make that necklace today if you begged me to do it. Lapis, you know the story with lapis. This grade of lapis that's naturally this color, in 2020, you won't even see hardly any necklaces next year. If you do, they'll be very, very small in lapis. We don't even have any of the rough. We burned through our rough, and we're not able to get more.
You're not dreaming. It was $59. There's one for you if you call right now. Last one is our J. King, the Ocean Calcite Pair Design Jewelry. There are a pair of earrings available as well for $37 and change. Something we don't always see, right, Jay?
This actually was a world launch a couple of shows ago. This is Ocean Calcite. I got this. It's actually, do you see the little, do you see this, the little things in here?
Oh,
Can you
boy,
see
yeah.
the little shells and stuff?
Yeah.
Those are actually fossils.
Oh my God.
Think about this. So that's why they call it Ocean Calcite. So it's calcite, but what it is sedimentary rock. You've had the ocean creatures, the shells. That's probably anywhere from 20 to 30 million years old is when that was developed. And now it's metamorphic rock. It's truly a fossil. So you've got ocean calcite, but it's actually little fossils that are incorporated inside of that.
Stay in the ordering process for yours, and thank you for all of your calls. The fun is not going to stop there. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not going to give the game away. I promised Jay I wouldn't earlier. I'm going to start with this hour. In this hour, we have a showstopper around the world in opals. Opals like you've never seen in your life. And then at the end of this hour, Hubei. Many of you know the story about Hubei, antique vintage collectors, 1970s, 1980s, can't get it. Really, you can't get it on the commercial market. Jay, maybe you saw the show Jay and I did 4 months ago, blew the doors off the building. For the final show of the year, Jay has a tiny number, and I mean about 900 to go around, of a pendant, a necklace, with a price that is astonishing. When we did Hubei before, it was about $200 and something. Jay, tonight's price is a little over, well, I won't even say. But it's a lot less than $200-300.
Because you said you weren't going to.
I nearly did it. I'm just terrible at this, Jay. I'm useless. Okay, they're telling me that one's sold out, the first of many. They're all selling out. Okay, so there's lots of big things to look forward to for the final show of the decade. Jay, let's dig in a little bit with our first item, brand new. They're saying first airing. It's the lepidolite, right?
This, and look at the bright blue turquoise. So you've got this vivid, high, bright blue. This is brand new, and this is a brand new lepidolite material. I get my lepidolite out of 2 locations. It comes out of Australia, and it also comes out of South Africa. This material, though, is the highlight of lepidolite. You know, most of the lepidolites that you see in the world, they have a lot of junk in them. They've got a lot of, you see a lot of dendritic materials. You see, you know, there's always something in it, some kind of matrix. This is something I've carved out of it, but this is the natural rough material. This is so clean that it looks like it's not real.
It's true.
You would think that this is fake. You would think that this is something that somebody, you know, it's some kind of counterfeit material, but this is the real deal. It's natural. This is some of the utmost finest that I've ever seen in my entire life. This is so clean, all these beads and everything. Now, I'm not going to tell you that all the material's that clean, but we cut it out. But predominantly, normally when we do our first call and you take out, you cut off. It's called cobbing.
Right.
And when you cob, what you're doing is you're taking off the host rock.
Okay.
Normally, we lose as much as 70% of the weight of the material.
That's vast.
In this case, we only lost about 30%. So the material was that clean. It's just unbelievable. But if you want lepidolite, this is something you might really consider. This is all natural. There's nothing done to this whatsoever. The only thing we've done is cut it and hand polished it. There's no treatment done to it whatsoever. There's no enhancement process. There's nothing that would change the color. That is Mother Nature at her finest. And then look at that to die for high, clear blue turquoise.
Well, the two together just look so good and interesting and unique. And I'm glad, Jay, you kind of picked up on that for a second and just spoke to the fact that these are natural. I think a lot of folks that tune in to see your shows appreciate that, because whilst you can enhance so many gemstones, there is something special about it being really genuine.
Well, you know, here's the thing, we try to make it all genuine. Don't get me wrong, there are certain materials that if you enhance them, you actually increase the value, okay? But my thing is this, if I can leave it natural, just like all my opals, everything, I do it, it's more of something that I do. I just would prefer just to keep them natural, not do anything to the colors. But you know, there are things that you can enhance, and that it does bring it out and makes it more valuable. But just like our sapphires, you know, the majority of the sapphires, and I'm talking like the vast majority of sapphires you see, and I tell people this all the time, it's not a bad thing, but it's enhanced. You know, they do an enhancement, they either irradiate them, they do a heat treat, they do an oil treat to enhance the colors, bring out the natural colors. Mine, when they look, they would really look great if I enhanced them, but they look fabulous by not doing that. So I just leave them alone. Look, if I could just leave them like Mother Nature did them, that's what I do.
And that's what you're getting with this one. Last chance if you want to get the earrings to go along with it. Many of you asking, and folks, I can't give any more details away, but I will say for Jay's last show, things to look out for. There's 4 items in the next 2 hours that you have to see. In this hour, around the world, in opals at a price that will honestly blow you away. And then at the end of this hour, it'll probably be sold out within 6 minutes or perhaps 5. Hubei, perhaps the most revered, most adored, most requested turquoise of all time at a price that I've never seen before. So that's coming up in this hour. We're just getting started. Let's go to Georgia and say good evening to Barbara. Barbara, thank you for calling us. Barbara, do you know you're live on the air with Mr. Jay King?
I do, and I want to wish both of you a very happy new year. And Jay, I lived in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm now in Georgia, and I bought several of your pieces. I have to say, they're all so beautiful.
Well, you lived in Santa Fe, so if you've lived in Santa Fe, you've been around to the galleries, you've seen the art things. How do you think we stack up? Honestly, you can say, you know, whatever. How do you think we stack up compared to what you see up there?
Oh, your prices are just unbelievably so much lower than out there. And naturally, that, you know, they're there to get the tourists.
Well, you know, to be in all fairness, you know, and you know, because that's kind of how I started, right? Was doing that. But in all fairness, the thing is we have a very niche system here. Is where we're the actual manufacturers. We go right to the miners. We're the manufacturer, and we're able to do directly right here through the thing. So that, you know, we're about as direct as you can get. I don't know if you could get any directer, but I'm intrigued by the fact that you lived in Santa Fe and now you live in Georgia. That must be a transition.
Oh, that's awful. It's awful. It's been terrible. But I have a question.
Yes?
I purchased a new kite necklace, and only about 5'1", and it's too long for me.
Okay.
If I shipped it to you, could I have earrings made from 2 pieces in the back?
Okay, here's what you do, okay? You have access to a computer, I assume, correct? Okay, if you got access to a computer, go online and go to J King Cares, J King Cares. It'll lead you to a site, that's our direct site, okay? It will tell you how to get in touch with you and how to get in touch with us, and then we'll take care of you, okay?
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Again, Happy New Year, and I'm looking forward to seeing all new stuff next year. I know you're going to be busy.
We are going to be busy, and thank you so much for calling. And I bet you miss the green chili and the red chili and several things. I bet you're missing. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara, for calling in. A Happy New Year to you too. I think we're going to do. Are we doing the opal now? Are we just going to do it? Should we do it now? Okay, folks, listen, you guys are way ahead of me, way ahead of me. Jay's way ahead, everybody's way ahead of me. We are going to do our showstopper colors of opal from around the world right now. We're gonna do it right now. We're just gonna get it sold out right now. For the final show of the decade, there are 4 items I told you that I cannot miss. This is one of the 4 items. For those of us that have always had an appreciation, an admiration, a love for opal, that magical, magical feel that it has. In your life, have you ever seen an opal necklace like this? I wanna draw your attention to the price. The price is $109. The price on the necklace is $109.98. The earrings are $59.98 and the bracelet is $59.98. Jay, this is an astonishing deal for what is really something special.
Well, you know what's amazing about this? If think about these are literally opals from around the world, and these are all natural opals that come from literally around the world. And this is so incredible because when you look at this and you're looking at the overall design and look at our overall look, if you think about all the places that I had to go to travel to pick up this, and everybody, there are opals in here, the blue opals, the pink opals, all the different opals that we have in here, the white opals, the honeycomb opal, all the different opals that you've had in a product at one time or another. You can see the green opals, right? You can see the green goddess opal. This is literally opals from around the world. As everybody knows, anybody who has shopped with me for any length of time, you know, the first thing I specialize is turquoise, and turquoise from around the world. The second thing I specialize is opals and opals from around the world. So we were thinking, you know, what can we do that would be something a little bit different, something really, really, truly unique, and something that nobody else could do. And I don't know of anybody that has the amount of opal stock that we do, and I don't know, other than museums, right? I don't know of anybody who has more kinds of turquoise than we have, but even the museums, they don't have any weight, right? They just have the specimen. And I can compete on that if you come to my man cave. I've got specimens that I've been collecting since the 70s. But I think that we really kind of rule in turquoise and we rule in opals. And this is your chance to really get something that you're not going to be able to get from anybody else.
I would never interrupt you, but I have to say what I've got to say right now. You didn't just see what happened, did you?
No.
You didn't see it?
What?
Did you see it at home? Did you see what just happened? I'm going to tell you what happened in the past 3 minutes while Jay was telling us that wonderful story. I noticed something on my card. I noticed that the necklace should have been $99. So I stepped off set and I said to our producer, Rick, it says $99. And he said, no, it's not, it's wrong. The card's wrong, it's $109. They have agreed to take it to $99 because that was all was on my card. So the price has just changed. Anybody that's already bought it is going to get it for $99. We have 600 left before it's sold out.
Wow.
If you want the necklace, $99. We're making it happen because it is the final show of the decade. Jay, everything you were saying magnified now times 10.
Wow, okay. Oh, that's interesting. That's really wild. Yeah, you know what? I was shocked at 109. I was really shocked. And if, you know, like I could sit here and every one of them is going to have the varieties of opal. They're not going to have the exact same beads and stuff, but you got peach opal. I got opal from all over the world, completely all over the world. You've got every kind of opal you can imagine. I don't know anybody else that could even make something like this. I mean, because nobody really has the kind of opal stock that we have. Right. But we wanted to do something unique. We wanted to do something very special, something very different. And I'm looking at there's actually 3 of these opals that you can't they're non-existent now that you can't even get. This is all stuff that we went through the warehouse, and you know, like we have humongous warehouses, right? And so you go through and maybe you might have 50 kilos or 100 kilos or whatever. Well, that's not even enough. You know, like even with it's so funny. Like, let's just take this necklace, right? You know, like I'll tell somebody, I said, yeah, you know, I've got 1 ton of that. So I've got 1 metric ton, which is 2,200 pounds. And they'll go, oh my gosh, that's unbelievable. And I said, really? That's unbelievable? And they go, yeah. I said, do you realize if I cut just 1 necklace, graduated necklace, that'll make about 600 necklaces. And they go, what? I go, that will make about 600 necklaces. And that's only if all the sizes are big enough that we can cut it. So this is really something that's really unique and really different. And if you're somebody who likes something special, if you like if you like those things that you're never going to see from anybody else, and I guarantee you, I'll guarantee you on this, you would never see it from me at this price. All right, I wouldn't even be able to do this. If they called me tomorrow, you watch, okay, this is a blowout. It's already blowing out, right? And so they'll go, oh, Jay, that blew out like crazy. So can we order more? Okay, the answer is no.
No, not today.
So you'll never see this again. And it's not that I couldn't do it. Could I do it? Absolutely. Could I do it and do it for that price? Absolutely not. Would I ever do it again? No, I won't. Okay, so there you go. You get something, you know. And one of the cool things, and I think that the reason people tune in for Mind Finds, and I hear this a lot, okay? It's really funny. I get to meet people. I travel so much. I get to meet people from all different walks of life. Yeah. And you know what's really cool is like people will walk up to me and they'll say, because I look different, I guess, or something. They go, "Are you Jay King?" And I'll say, "Yes." And they'll be wearing my jewelry. Right. Now I'm in the middle of nowhere at an airport or something like that. They didn't dress up saying, you know what, on my flight today, I'm going to run into Jay King. So I'm not going to wear his jewelry. And what they always say, one of the things that they have in common is they love the quality, they love the designs, but they always say this. They say, you know what, really what I like is I never see myself walking around. Right. That they say, you know, what you say is true. She goes, they'll say, look, I've had this, I've never seen anybody. And these are very limited. If you think of the population and these are all exclusives just for the Mind Find show. We don't sell anywhere else. The only other place that you can even get Mind Finds is 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. We have an outlet store in Albuquerque that we open 4 times a year for like a week at a time, 10 days at a time. And that's just to sell all the extra designs that we do because we design. That's the only place you can even find Mind Finds. Other than here, this is the only place that you see these designs.
Folks, we have at this moment in time 700 people dialing in, 700 sold. If you want the necklace, I have 200. If you want the bracelet, we have now fewer than 300. The earrings are on fire. Everybody seems to be buying the earrings. The earrings are only $59 as well. It's that perfect complement. This will be your only opportunity to buy the matching earrings together at $59.98. And I love that we kind of picked on that one color that is perfect.
This is probably one of the more rare. The reason I did that is the more neutral, the blue, and it's also the rarest opal of all of those opals. And that's something that's what they call royal blue. And of all the material that we got, less than 5% of it was the royal blue color, which is that perfect clear blue color.
Well, folks, this is the first of 4. There are 3 more still to come in about 20 minutes. Hubei, the most revered turquoise at a price we've never done before for the last show of the decade with Jay King. And then in the next hour, don't even get me started on the next hour. You have no idea what Jay has in store for you in the next hour. We may have a meltdown in the phone lines, and it's all this man's fault. He looks so innocent, but he's put together this show.
I get blamed. I even get blamed from things in Britain, okay?
Well, you married a British lady,
That's what I'm saying. I get blamed for things in Britain, then I'm not even there, right, at the time, but I'll get blamed because I'm an American.
It's your fault, Jay.
It's my fault.
We're out of fish and chips. It's your fault. No Guinness left. It's your fault.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've been blamed for worse. But I'm so glad that everybody's getting this. They understand this is really, to tell you the truth, this is phenomenal. It's great. And think of all the things you can wear this with. Plus, think of the rarity of this. Who else, where are you going to see this? But I have to tell you, really, when I came out here and they told me the price, $109, I said, you got to be kidding me, man. That's insane for what we were going to sell this for. And this, this just came in, and the price they were going to sell it for, I had to work very hard to be able to do that.
Right.
So this is really just crazy.
For those tuning in wondering what's going on, we started at $109 for this, and there was a little bit of a mistake and a mix-up, and then I stepped off set. It was all very dramatic. And then the team
I wondered what you were going over there. And then he's talking like this.
Hello.
Kind of like the Secret Service, and I was thinking, I wonder if he's got something stuck in his throat. I didn't know what you were doing. I honestly didn't.
I was like marching around because I wanted to tell our producer that this was here. So I do want to thank Marty, our sales manager, who works behind the scenes, with Rick, our amazing producer, who made this a reality, all within moments and minutes. It benefits you. It's the lowest price on something that, you know, I mean, Jay, I go back to one word, and that is opal. It's opal at this price.
Yeah, and these, just so everybody knows, okay, these, what really is key to, these are all genuine, natural opals, okay?
Necklace sold out. Bracelet, we have less than 100.
Yeah, if you can get these guys, I'm just telling you, I'm okay, and I say this sincerely, don't break the bank, don't break your budget, okay? But this, I'm not gonna make this again. I won't. That's just a fact, okay? So if you want a set of it, or you know, want this set, now you can always, you know, they might pop up, you know, like if somebody, you know, doesn't take it or whatever, you might be able to get one here and there, but this is something that you're just never gonna get, and you would never get them at this price.
How exciting. I love doing these shows. I relish them, and Jay, you know, to say to you, because I know so many folks who want to call in and speak to you say the same thing. You live your passion. You don't need to do this at this stage. You've proven everything because... Yeah,
but don't tell anybody that.
We never want to let you go, Jay.
I whine constantly. No, you know, it really is fun. You know, I get up every morning. I go to bed early. I go to bed with the chickens. I get up very early, but I live and breathe my what. It's not really a job, to tell you the truth. It's just
But it
fun.
shines through in everything you do. I want to show you this. I had an email about this necklace. We're not doing a full presentation on it, but I understand why they sent me the email. Jay, this is sapphires and emeralds at $149.
Yeah, you know, and here again, okay, so you've got sapphires. Between the sapphire and the emerald, you've got there's over 10 different deposits here. And there's some of this, there might be as many as 12 different deposits being represented. You've got multicolored sapphires, and believe it or not, and then you've got Brazilian emerald. There might even be a little bit of Zambian, the Zambian material in this too, because I see two beads that, to be honest with you on that I would probably say is the Zambian material. Okay. And it's all in the same warehouse, so it can get mixed in. But this actually wasn't my idea. We had about 12 different requests from viewers that had got in touch with us and saying, you know what, I love the multi-sapphire look. Yeah. Is there any way that you could put emerald in there? Okay. And I thought, wow, you know, I never thought about that. So we did include emerald with the sapphire, and then with the ring, you can see you've got sapphire and emerald there. Isn't that wild? Sizes 5 through 12 available. What, $59 on that? How many of those are available, Rick, please? On 59? Guys, okay, so if you want the ring, we have about 300, sizes 5 through 12, so not many. So you got a nice size range. Yeah. And I would order true to size on this. Okay, true to size. A lot of sterling there as well, Jay. Nice big shank on this. There's a nice big shank, but it tapers. They're made true to size. And again, if you look at the craftsmanship, these are all individually hand done, and they're done from sterling silver sheet material. If you think about how our custom jewelry is, we have this sheet silver custom made so that our silver sis can work from that. It's beautiful. I'll let you know when it's sold out. Jay and I are going to be right back with you. The last show of the decade continues. Last show of the decade. After this.
We understand every woman's skin is unique. We offer real beauty solutions for individual needs of real women, empowering women to achieve healthy, radiant-looking skin, backed by over 30 years experience, made from important ingredients combined with advanced science for affordable skincare that truly works. Change the story of your skin and your life forever. Genuine beauty begins with skin.
'Tis the season to be a VIP. Apply for the HSN card and instantly get $20 off when you're approved. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get the best deals on holiday shopping. Enjoy extra flex on beauty, fashion, and jewelry gifts all the time. And 12-month VIP financing on electronics, toys, and home items $3.99 and up. Plus exclusive VIP offers. And there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
I'll go to a lot of the mining people that I know and always ask them what's new. They always show me the same thing. Me being me, I usually go out and walk around and I'll find something. It'll be a sample or it'll be just a little bit. And I'll say, what's this? and they'll say, oh, my cousin found that. We don't even know what it is. And that's how it all starts. I bought it at Publix.
It's very impressive. Does it keep the drink hot?
It does.
Very good. Jay's sipping away from his thermostat.
And it's not coffee, well, it is coffee, it's not tea. And I do that so that he won't be drinking. I don't share.
You know
Don't
I
share
love my tea, Jay. Thank you for tuning in. It's a wonderful day to shop on HSN. It's New Year Your Way. That's our tagline right now, Jay. New Year Your Way.
Wait, I like that.
You like that,
Yeah.
you see?
I like end of the decade. You know, I never even thought about it. It is the end of a decade. That's incredible.
Big.
Incredible. That's huge.
Now, one might wonder what would be the final product that Jay King would want to present for the final item of the decade. You'll find out in the next hour. I did just get a heads up. You know the Hubei that I've been talking about ad nauseum for the past 30 minutes? We are going to have to do it a little earlier due to a lot of you who are very well versed with hsn.com finding it. So our Hubei Spectacular is 10 minutes from now. If you're a Jay King fan or a collector and you appreciate the finer things, the rarer things, the real mind finds, you certainly want to be here in 10 minutes from now for a fabulous opportunity. We're going to dive into this next one. Brand new, first airing. You're seeing it here now. Earrings, cuff and necklace, Peruvian. Jay, I always wonder this. Is it Amazonite or Amazonite?
Okay. So if you're British, it's... Okay, if you're American, it's Amazonite, but it can be pronounced the other way. You know, it's like, I'm being funny here. I can be funny with him because I can relate to it. I live with it. Okay, I live with this. I don't understand half of what my wife says.
That's why you stay together, Jay.
Right. That's why, you know, she says I don't speak English, and I said, well, she says I speak the Queen's English, and I'm definitely not fluent in it. Okay, to not get off track, it's like potato, right?
Okay.
They're both correct.
Okay.
I've heard it both ways, and I've heard gemologists and geologists pronounce it both ways. You know, I had a beautiful lady the other day that called in turquoise, and she said, and she was from Albuquerque, New Mexico, but she's calling from New Mexico, but I could tell she had a French accent.
Right.
And so turquoise.
Oh.
And she was talking about, I bought your turquoise and everything. So there again, I mean, everybody, it's all correct.
Sounds more expensive then, Jay.
That's why I said when she gets off, we're going to check up the price. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We've got some beautiful turquoise in the next hour, I promise you.
This, it does make it sound much more expensive.
It does.
I love this, brand new. You're just seeing them now. But what is so amazing about this, well, I love these contemporary designs. And here, these are part of the gallery collection. All these, like the small little beads, the petite and stuff, you can tell I didn't design this, but all of these designs are done in-house. We don't buy anybody else's designs. We don't take any other designs. Everything that you see, all the designs here, in all reality, they're all completely done by us. That's what we specialize, and we control it from the ground up. We work right from the rough material, all the sheet material. We have silversmiths. Look at the quality of this work. Very contemporary, very high end. If you went and you were in Santa Fe or Sedona or Scottsdale, any of the places where we learned our craft and really where I grew up and my trade craft is from, and you actually saw this, you heard Barbara earlier, right? She's living in Georgia.
Yes.
She lived in Santa Fe.
Sure.
And I'm telling you, that's a heck of a transition.
Right.
But just like she was saying, if you go there and the art, and I'm not saying it's not worth it, absolutely worth it, 100%. But these artists, individual, one-of-a-kind pieces, and this is the kind of thing that you would see. You're going to see these really, I don't know if you'd see this, this, because this is very, very contemporary. I think this is even a little bit more over the top than what you'd see in a lot of the galleries. But definitely, this is how I started. And doing this is you know, kind of the look we go. It's all made traditionally, handmade, one at a time, from scratch. Nothing, you know, we're not buying anything that's already ready-made and then just slapping it together, right?
Right.
This is literally wearable art. This Amazonite, though, look at the clarity. This is Peruvian Amazonite. In 43 years, this is absolutely the best quality, 100% the best quality Amazonite I've ever seen in my life. And this is something I'm going to meet in February in Tucson and see if we can put more together, but I only get to see him one time a year, and I don't really know what we're going to be able to do on this next time. But this, I tell you, I have a piece of Peruvian blue opal in my hotel room right now, and I have to tell you this. If I brought that rough up here and I put this next to this right now, you couldn't tell the difference between the two. I'm just telling you, it's Amazonite, but you would swear it's the same material, and it looks just like Peruvian blue opal.
Well, I have to say, to the naked eye, that is, it's really magnificent. The color is, I mean, scintillating.
Well, what I love with that, very contemporary, very, very, you know, it's exquisite as far as very high end.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, if people don't know your secret, right? I'm a people watcher. I have to tell you. Look, I spend a lot of time in airports. I do, okay? It's a reality. It's the reality of my life. And even in private airports, when I'm flying my own plane, when I can't. And I will tell you, I always look at people's jewelry. And then usually you can tell kind of where they're at in life by the jewelry they wear. Not always 100%, but in a lot of cases, yes.
Well, they say it's who you know Jay King. And as Jay always tells you, there is no middleman. He is the man. He literally does it all. We like to be your personal shopping service always. That's one of the benefits of HSN, is that we hear from you in real time. A lot of you wanted this ring, but you wanted to see it again. So with pleasure, we're going to do the Hubei in 5 minutes from now. So please be ready. If you want to pounce on the Hubei, it will be sold out within 5 minutes when we reveal it and the price. This was the ring that goes back to the necklace.
So you got emerald, Brazilian emerald. We only went with the 3 materials, just not all the different materials that are in the neck. So you've got the Brazilian emerald. You've got the pink sapphire from Mozambique, and then that blue is sapphire is a natural blue sapphire, almost like a tanzanite color.
Yes.
And that comes from Malawi.
Wow. Which
I could tell you about that trip. I've told people the story about that trip.
Can I hear the trip? I love this story.
I can't tell you on air.
You tell me, and then I'll tell you guys later.
It's really, I mean, some of the things, I'll tell you some of the things I can tell you about the Malawi trip. The owner of the sapphire mine that I went to see, he makes his living, he's 5th generation, he's a tobacco farmer.
Oh.
Okay, and we stayed at the plantation house, and I'm talking, this is a plantation, right?
Like, real deal.
Whoa, okay. And he's 5th generation. But he grows tobacco as his main source of income, but he's totally anti-smoking.
No.
What?
He's 5th generation.
Tobacco farmer. That's just one of the weird things.
You can't write this kind of stuff.
I mean, like righteous anti-smoking. And so, you know, like during the course of staying with him, I'm staying at his house. I mean, you know, like, you know, I'm trying not to say something stupid or rude, right? But it all came out later in the day. I said, you know, I hate to tell you this, but, you know, you just took us for a tour of the whole tobacco plantation and everything like that, which is very interesting. I didn't know anything about tobacco farming. It's actually quite complex. And he is mining, he's the one that mined the sapphire. We went there to buy this sapphire. We ended up getting a couple other different things, and he is mining, but he's trying to get into mining and get out of farming, tobacco farming. So this is his way of trying to do something that he doesn't want to do. But he's 5th generation, a 5th generation tobacco farmer.
It's in his blood. I mean, it's what he's always done. That's crazy.
Well, no, I mean, his whole family, I mean, they're not really, you know, he's an older gentleman now, but he's not raising his children to raise tobacco. But he's looking for something else that he can keep people employed and, you know, keep doing. So he's looking for something, and mining is what he's doing. But that was just one of the little tidbits of that trip. Well, I mean, I could have it would be a great book.
I've said to Jay many times he needs to write a book, and I know all of you would agree, because we'd all buy a book from you, Jay King.
Okay, but I have to do it after I'm not doing this
Stories
anymore.
from the Road by Jay King.
No, it really could, if you could. Yeah, it could be Stories from the Road. Yeah.
You heard it here. We'll do autographed books. We'll go on a tour across America, Jay.
Well, not just America.
Mr. Worldwide. Folks, they're letting me know the ring now, we're down to the final few dozen in each option. Best-selling ring of the entire show. For obvious reasons, it's $59.98, 5 flex pay. The necklace, which is also a brilliant buy. Jay, these are precious. I mean, this is a special collection.
Yes, you know, and here again, it's the only design where I've combined both sapphire and emerald. And if you look at the quality of this, and again, the one thing, and I know I've told you this, but just in case you didn't hear it or you weren't, the key thing here, these are all natural, okay? There's no enhancement to any of these. Now, enhanced emeralds, enhanced sapphires, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, if I enhance these, you would just, they would be like unbelievable.
Right.
But I think that they look cool enough. They look so nice.
Absolutely.
They're beautiful. If they look this beautiful naturally, just leave them alone, right? Just do that. I prefer to do that. I prefer not to enhance I don't really feel it's necessary. But enhancing this would even make it even brighter, even brighter, brighter.
There is a beauty to it. It's that real authentic look, though, and it's all faceted, so you get that sparkle and shine. I have lost sizes 5 and 12, getting limited in 9, 10, and 11. If you do want that necklace, I mean, it's spectacular. There's only a few left. It's 18 inches left. You get the 2-inch extender as well. Fewer than 3 or 4 dozen now. Jay, for me, it's that trio. It's that beautiful combination of colors that looks rich.
And here again, you know, to combine this, and that's why, just so everybody knows, you know, I actually, when we do get ideas from our viewers, I write them down. I'm not saying that I'm going to put them on the next show.
Right.
Do you realize, I mean, I'm already halfway through next year.
It takes time, Jay.
It takes a lot of time. But we do listen to you, and a lot of the ideas. Do you know our signature sterling silver extender chain? Do you know that was a viewer request, a viewer idea?
I did not know that.
And we started that 20 years ago from viewer request because we used to use lobster claws. So there's things that you give us that actually we incorporate into our designs in our jewelry and our line in some cases.
Sure, I'm nervous. I'm kind of hiding it. I'm like, wait, well, a bit lower. Folks, we're going to do it now. For those of you that were waiting, I'm about to reveal the Hubei Antique Vintage Collectors. It will be sold out in less than 5 minutes. Start ordering now. You're looking at a necklace and/or pendant. The necklace, you'll get hang on, we've got the earrings on the screen right now, which is the bead and also the dangle. And I'll show you the earrings in a moment. The necklace is $109. The pendant is $194, and it's a massive chunk of Hubei. Folks, I will always remember the day that I learned about Hubei, that first day on air with Jay King, which was about 4 months ago that I first presented Hubei and I learned about it. I understood what it was and how every Jay King fan and collector out there knows they have to have some Hubei in their collection. That piece that we presented 3 or 4 months ago was about $300-400. Tonight we are doing the necklace for $109. The pendant is $194. I have about 200 here and about 450 here. I have 2 pairs of earrings to go along with it. There is this pair, which is only $99 and change. And there is also this pair, which is only $69.95. They're letting me know, Jay, already 400 people dialing in. A massive moment for the final show of the decade. Why is it so special?
Okay, well, this material, in fact, I don't know if they can kind of zoom in. And
I'm going to move this over here
right
with you.
Okay, can you see this right here? Can you see these guys? All right, see these specimens? Okay, this is all Hubei turquoise. I didn't get this a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. These are my samples from 1978. Okay, I've had these in my private collection since '78. I pull them out. I can't tell you the number of people that go to my showcases and try to buy these off me all the time. God. This is the same material as you're seeing here. And this is not really, it's as much of an American story as it is a China story. This is mined in China. It's Hubei. This is what started the whole turquoise revolution in China. China was a closed society. It was a closed society. Most people, you know, now we buy things from China and you hear all this stuff in China. Right. Do you know back in the 70s, this was a closed society. You know, it was still a closed society. They only had Shenzhen open. There were only certain areas that even Westerners could come into. You weren't even allowed as a Westerner to go in to 99% of China. They had Shenzhen was the first open territory, and that was originally started from oil. This, how this came about, this was Hubei turquoise. It was Americans. It was Americans that actually went over there, we saw dribbles and drabs coming into New Mexico, Arizona. People got interested in it. It was American miners, it was American lapidary people that went over there and initiated this bridge, this trade. Right. I'm just fortunate in the fact that one of the original Hubei traders, miners, is a buyer with me. He's one of my partners in a business that we own where we acquire turquoises and other things from around the world. And he is from the Chu family. And the Chu family is the family that owned this. They own the original this. The only reason you're seeing this is last year, they came to me and he was able to buy, one of his uncles had a private stash of this material that nobody even knew about. We were able to acquire that. As a Westerner, or that I never would have been able to do, just because he's a family member, he was able to get it. Right. After one uncle did that, the other uncle heard, one of the other uncles, there's a lot of them, right, heard about it, and so he had a smaller stash. Now here's the thing with miners, okay? And I come from a mining family on my mother's side, right? They're all hard rock, gold, and silver miners. They still are. My cousins still are mining for a living. And here's the deal. These people, when they stash something or they bring something home where they have their specimens, do you think they bring the junk or do you think that they bring the best?
Sure.
Right? So this is their private stash. The only reason you're saying this, we had a December Hubei necklace. We blew it out, right? Those were massive beads, smoked, blew out the door. And then we did another repeat of another necklace and an ensemble, blew out for the second set. What you're seeing here is the last of the materials that we had left. We tried to color grade it. This isn't something, don't think just because you saw Hubei, that you're gonna continue to see it. No. Okay, remember rainbow calsilica? Yep. I'm in the rainbow calsilica stages of this game right here, right now. This Hubei right now that I have, the only reason you're seeing this is we have 4 cutting operations. We have gone to all the cutting operations now. We have gathered up everything that we have left from all of that, put it in all one big lump pile at one of our cutting shops that we own. So we've got 4 cutting shops. We've taken it all to one location now. I am going through and designing, and this was one of the designs. I've got just a couple of little small, you're not talking thousands, guys. You're talking hundreds. And this isn't junk material. This is high-end, nice material. You cannot get this. This is not available on the commercial market. You cannot go buy Hubei turquoise. There is no rough to be had. And when this is gone, before, do you know I didn't have Hubei for years because there is no rough, right? I mean, it's just not around. So it was such a shock when we got what we got. Yeah. It was just literally blindside. But don't think that this is something that you'll see down the road. It just doesn't exist. And just to find these 2 private stashes was beyond a miracle. And here again, I'm just being honest with you. I'm in all fairness and all if it wasn't that I know somebody who is a member of that family and I have the relationship that I have with that person, you wouldn't be seeing this right now. As a Westerner, I never would have been offered this. Even other Chinese people would never be offered this. It's because he's a family member that this was brought to him. Otherwise, and he has an affinity for me, so he was allowed to share this with me. So that's the only reason that you're getting to see this, right? Otherwise, this would be virtually impossible. You'd never, ever dream of seeing this material.
Jay, behind the scenes, it's pretty manic right now. The pendant is about to sell out. There are a dozen left. The most popular option of perhaps the most significant mine find of them all is this. If you only buy one thing in this show, it has to be this. That necklace is $109.
But if you look at the Hubei on this, and this is the Hubei story. Look how unique and different this material is over any other turquoise material you've ever seen. This is really, truly collectible. Anybody who knows anything about turquoise, right? If people that are turquoise collectors, I guarantee you, if you have Hubei and you bring Hubei, they will walk them, they say that's Hubei turquoise. Right. But again, this was mined late 70s, early 80s. After, I believe, I believe 84, I might be wrong on that, a year or two either way, where they shut it all down. And they don't, you know, in fact, right now, you're not allowed to go. Simon took pictures. We have actually pictures of him when we got the for last year. He's standing there.
Have we got the pictures of
we actually have pictures of him as a young man in his 20s when he first brought it. Wow. And then what he looks like today. They don't even allow, like today, if I wanted to go to Hubei and go to the mine, I wouldn't be allowed to go there. Even Simon was only allowed because he's a family member. He was allowed to go there. They're going to bring up the picture. Okay, this is Simon. That's when he was in his 20s. And the gentleman next to him was his American contact, wow, who actually was the money guy that helped him and put it together. There's Simon at Hubei with two other Americans. Both of those gentlemen are still around, and they're at the Hubei mine at that time. And they were there helping them to develop the mine and actually develop the laboratory. That was taken in 2017, right? And that, 2018. The gentleman in the red shirt is Kelly. That's the youngest brother. Simon, that's Simon now, as he is now. He's in his 70s. Gosh. So, and then Dennis is the other brother, and then that's the nephew on the end of the uncle who had the stash. That door that they're standing in front of is a sealed door, locked door. That is actually the door that goes into the mine. And you're not, that is the door that opens up. You can see a beautiful door. It is beautiful. But they don't, it's not allowed. And they would be allowed to go in there, but I wouldn't be allowed to go in there. So, but they don't mine it at all anymore.
I want to ask Jay a quick question. Okay, here's what they're telling me. The pendant, of course, is completely sold out. The earrings are nearly gone. People are asking, these are the earrings that are $69, which is astonishing to me. Those Hubei earrings are $69. I have 150 pairs left. The other ones are $99.98. But if you want these for $69.98, do not miss out. If you want the necklace, which is of course the best seller, we are down to the final 200 before it is an official sellout. Jay, I don't want to put you on the spot, but this is important to me to ask you this, because you've been on air for how many years on HSN?
Well, I've been in business for 43, and I've been on air for 24. It'll be 25 next year.
It would be fair to say a lifetime doing this.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't have any other skills.
He's a good dresser. He's a good dresser with his sport coats.
Only because of you. You're my mentor.
My proudest compliment, inspiring. In all these years of all these gemstones, you once said to me, and this was back when we originally did it in August, you said to me that out of everything, Hubei was the one thing, if you were to advise me to buy, me personally, buy something that I know that my wife would adore for a lifetime and pass down, you said it would be Hubei. Why?
Okay, it's just like, Hubei is just like Sleeping Beauty is, but even Hubei's even older. It's vintage antique. You cannot buy it. Even these specimens and stuff, like, you know, we come here and then we make it look easy, and then people see Hubei and they say, well, you know, you had Hubei and then you had Hubei. But this is something you cannot, when it's gone, it's already, I never even expected, to tell you the truth, at this point in my career, that I would even be able to present something like this, right? When we did the TS in December last year, that was like a dream come true. Right. I never thought that would ever happen in my lifetime. So, I mean, this is rare. It's collectible. It was already collectible. It was collectible 10 years ago.
Thank you for all of your orders. Stay right there. Do not hang up. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Thanks, guys. And I'm just telling you, mark my words, okay? You'll cherish that. Down the road, you'll cherish that you got in on it.
Stay with us.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Discover a world of beauty like you've never seen before. Beauty Report is the insider's guide to getting gorgeous. Join me every Wednesday night for a beautiful new routine.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
It's a big show. It's the last one of the decade, the final show of 2019. A new decade begins with Jay. We're thinking February, right, Jay? Next
yes.
visit.
Well, I know it's in February. It's after the Gem Show.
Yes.
I don't want to give you an exact date because
We'll hold you to it.
yeah, well, you know, the thing is they've changed it. So I don't know. And I don't want to tell you one thing and then it's not, you know. But anyway, it's after the Gem Show. It's not at the end of the Gem Show, but I'm going to the Gem Show and then I have to come back after that.
It's always a big time, a big visit for the year, there's no doubt. For those of you just tuning in, we have one more hour left. And remember, if you want to see something special, what is the last item that Jay King chose to present for the final show of the decade? You'll find out in 1 hour from now. But first, we need to dig into this for just a moment. Many of you are asking about the multicolored sapphire emerald bead necklace. Obviously, our wonderful Hubei sold out a little prematurely. So we'll just spend a moment here, Jay, if that's okay with you, because there really is a lot more to talk about.
Well, you know, and here again, what makes this so unique and so different is you've got all these different colored emeralds, all these different colored sapphires, and then you've got a natural emerald thrown in on that. Now, this is Brazilian emerald, but I'm telling you right now, I was looking at a couple of these. I was looking at the necklace a while ago, and I'm telling you, there's some Zambian emerald in here,
You said
too.
it. You said it.
And it's just, I do this for a living, guys. And so I know what the Brazilian material looks like, and I know what the Zambian material looks like. And we have huge warehouses, okay, with cutting shops. It's very organized. You know, one of these days, I'm going to post some pictures for you guys, and you can see what our warehouses look like. And you would think I'm in the paint business.
Why? Why?
Because everything comes in 5-gallon paint buckets.
Does it really?
Right.
I need to see a picture of this. I can't even...
Well, we get, you know, it's really funny because in our warehouses, everything goes, we buy them right from the manufacturer. The same paint buckets, you know, that they use, the big 5-gallon paint buckets that they use commercially, we buy those by the semi-load, right?
Wow.
And we put all of our materials in there because they'll come in gunny sacks and straw bags and no telling steel drums that are rusted out. They come in all kinds of things. But we put them all in the material we can that actually fit, unless it's too big to fit it in there. We put them in the 5-gallon paint cans. And the reason we do that, we know that if you fill one of those up, that's about 50 pounds.
Okay.
Now, depending on the density of the material that's in there, but that's a pretty good close average.
Wow.
Right? So you can count how many buckets you have, and if they're full, you know how much weight you have.
So that's why it looks like a paint warehouse.
Right, but so you go in and you've got all these white, orange, or gray paint buckets stacked on pallets, and they're all numbered, and they got writing, and sometimes they have a sample taped on the outside. But the reason I'm telling you that story is that's how things can get mixed up, right? I mean, even the rainbow calsilica that we had left, I'll never forget this. We were going through the turquoise warehouse, and I start popping lids,
right?
And it's saying that it was Nakasari turquoise. I popped the lids on 8 buckets, and it was all rainbow calsilica.
No way.
Yeah, but it was even marked Nakasari.
Oh my God.
And it was on a Nakasari pallet. And so the reason I'm telling you that, I know that there's some Zambian emerald in there, which is a very, very expensive emerald, more so than the Brazilian material. And I can see some of these beads, and I know exactly what happened. There's some of those buckets got put on those same pallets.
That's what happens. Will we ever see any more rainbow calsilica? I mean,
that is so far gone.
Is it really?
You'll never see it.
I remember it so clearly.
If you want to come see rainbow calsilica, come to my man cave. I've got 4 gigantic, beautiful specimens, and that's all the rainbow calsilica that I have.
I remember it like, how many years ago was it that you did?
Oh my God, now I think it's 3-4 years ago. But even before that, we didn't have any until I actually even found those 8, but there is no more of it. I'm guaranteed. I mean, is zero. Nobody has any. Nobody has any real rainbow, Kelsey.
Because, I mean, look, you're looking at something special. All of Jay's pieces, I mean, these are gemstones, beautiful gems that are, you don't just press a button, Jay, and, pop a few more out.
Do you know what? I've been trying to convince people this a long time ago. I don't have a magic wand or pixie dust that makes this happen. But if you got a magic wand or pixie dust and you want to get together, I'm all in, okay?
His calendar's open.
As long as you can prove to me it works.
I know that the lovely Debbie's standing by. Debbie, we're going to speak to you in literally 30 seconds from now. Thank you for being patient with us. We are now in our 9 p.m. hour, the last show of the year.
This is it.
Huge, huge hour. Coming up in this hour, the world's finest apatite, Jay's biggest selling necklace of 2019 at the lowest price ever, last chance. And then, of course, the big reveal will happen in about 50 minutes from now for the final item of the year. But Jay, let's just introduce Turquoise Hill, our beautiful turquoise necklace. We're looking at a sale price down from an appraised value of $240 to $129. Turquoise has always been your signature, and we love the stories